good evening everyone, or good morning, or whatever it is where you are. And you join me in a state of panic. Because I've just found out, well, I suppose the correct way of putting it, sorry, bear with me. Let me just get my feet up. So I've just found out that apparently, when I'm in my yacht, I can't have a cigar anymore. So I used to be able to park my fat ass next to the ashtray and I'd be able to have a cigar in the jacuzzi. And apparently that's not a thing anymore. So, slightly disappointed about that. And the reason I'm in my yacht, even though it's the middle of the night, is because this week is Yacht Week in GTA Online. So a couple of times a year they put the Super Yacht on offer and people queue up to bash it. I can't say I'm going to do that much different, but I'll try and give a bit of perspective. So my plan for tonight is to go through all of the Super Yacht missions using only the cars that are on offer this week. Now, if you're not sure what they are, I've got a list here. No, I haven't, because I've closed it down. That was a good idea, wasn't it? Here we go. So some of these are on offer, and some of these are just deleted cars that are being put back into the game. The ones in green are all the ones that I have. The ones in red are the ones that I'll need to buy in order to do this. And I've put them in a very rough order of which ones I think are the best. So as ever, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with some of the worst ones. So I'll probably buy this, I'll buy these three, I'll customise these, and then we'll start the first mission up. And I'll see how many of these I can get through. So I'll do a couple of the worst ones, then I'll do a couple that I think are going to be some of the best ones, and then I'll do some of my favourites, and we'll see how we go. Now, I am in a public session, but what I have done this week, I have gone into free aim, because it would appear that my tiny brain is not really capable of dealing with free aim and talking at the same time. I can just about manage walking and breathing. So, sitting, breathing, talking, and playing free aim was just too much for me last week, and it was an absolute mess. So I'm going to stay in an auto aim lobby, but I am in a public lobby. So let's see how well I'm welcomed in this public lobby. How full is it? Let's have a look. Oh, it's a fairly full lobby actually, which is interesting because I can't remember if you need to register as a boss to be able to do these missions. So I'm going to do that now just in case. Right, there we are. We're a boss. Oh, hi SS, how are you doing? Oh, we've got an echo on the voice. Right, that's not ideal. I'll tell you why that is. Just bear with me. I need to go and turn this off. So hopefully that's a bit better for you. That was me trying to make the streams easier for myself. Basically because when I stream, I can't really wear my headphones because there's a delay on the audio. So what I've done is, what I thought I'd done is correct the echo or correct the delay between the PC and my headphones, so I could actually wear the headphones that include both my voice and the game audio. So hopefully that's a little bit better. Perfect, that's better. Wonderful, happy with that. So yeah, sorry about that. It turns out I haven't got a clue how to set OBS up properly. Never mind, eh? Let's see how we do next week with that. Bit more Googling perhaps. Right, so back to my plan for today. So where are we? We have our list here. So I think the first thing I need to do is go and buy these cars. Now I think some of them are available from the dealerships and some of them might even be from the car meet. But what we'll do before we do, because it's Yacht Week, and even though it's pitch black, let's spend 5 minutes on the yacht just going through whether it's actually worth it or not, because every time this comes on offer, people queue up to say how terrible it is. And do you know what? I'm not going to lie, at full price, which I have to confess, that's what I paid for this. This was full price. So this is 10 million plus customization because I'm an idiot. But I actually really like it. Now, I'm not going to say it's good. I'm not going to say it's useful. It has a few useful features. So first of all, the missions that you'll get to see. I've only done them once. It was over a year ago. I can't remember anything about them. I don't even know how much chance I'm going to have to use the cars in the mission, because I can't remember if they are ones that are particularly car friendly. Better only one of me, yeah. It's definitely a better world if there's only one of me in it. You don't want me in stereo, that's not good for anyone. So it has a few things. It has a bar, which is not, particularly spectacular. It's nice to be able to get a free drink. Let's have a quick tipple before we start. There we go. Do you know what? Let's have a quick tipple of a real one tonight. I've got Moretti for tonight.
I was born
lovely. Right, so there are a couple of advantages to getting this. None of these, well, I say none of them, one of them is actually. Of all the things I'm going to say, only one of them is actually worth the $10 million price tag. Well, it is to me, anyway. But I might not get to show you that just yet, but we'll see how we do. So, nice things. There are lots of quite high-end weapon spawns here. So, things like rocket launchers, I think sticky bombs, proximity mines, heavy sniper ammo also spawns in the yacht, so you can get a nice free top-up just by running through these rooms. But let's be honest, if you're at the point in the game that you can drop 10 million on a yacht, you're probably not all that worried about saving a few quid on some ammo. I think there's some more up here. Is that the heavy sniper? Yeah. So there's quite a lot of decent ammo in there, because a lot of the ammo pickups are pretty bad. Like the ones in the hangar are also quite good, but these are particularly good. I think it's the only place that I know that spawns the proximity mines and the heavy sniper. And the proximity mines is useful because I always forget to buy those. So it does come with some stuff. Now, you should know your way around this yacht, because if you've done the Dre missions, which considering Dre was on double last week, you should definitely have done the Dre missions. You'll know your way around it. You get yourself a nice little helicopter, which is kind of useful if you use it as a spawn point, because it at least means you can get off the thing without swimming. But you also get, at the other end of the boat, you get some pretty cool boats. Now, the boats that you get do depend on which yacht you buy, but let's be honest, if you're going to get a yacht, you're not getting the crappy one, are you? So, what you probably can't see is in here we should have a couple of sea sharks. Sea sharks, there should be a rib over there. Yep, there's a dinghy over there. A couple of sea sharks, and around here you should also have, there we have it, and I always forget what this is called. So this is the Lampadati, it is the, I can't even remember what this boat's called. But this is the sort of thing you see out in Monaco, and these boats are ridiculously expensive in real life. This is a super luxury thing. So it's kind of cool. It's not that quick, but it's a cool thing to have. So I don't expect you to be convinced yet, because let's be honest, I wouldn't be either. Oh, I thought we were going to make that jump. Right. Let's get back in the yard. There is only one thing that is worth the money, and annoyingly, it's 3 o'clock, so I'm probably not going to get to show you it, but it's just that this is probably the nicest spawn point you can get in the game. I mean, the Maze Bank Tower is nice, and actually the Vespucci Agency is also quite nice. That has a nice view. The casino's kind of okay, but if you want a spawn point that's kind of nice, this is it. Because when you join the game, it depends what you're wanting to do. When you're joining the game, it's just nice that you're out of the way and you can have a nice view depending on where you put it. Now, I tend to try and get it to stay around Vespucci because it's convenient. But if you want to be left alone, get the thing to spawn up in Polito. You'll have a lovely view and there'll be no one there. Now, it does have one other practical use, one of which, I think it was USS that mentioned this last week, actually. Now, there's only that one mission that I think it would work on, which is the one for the black box file where you have to shoot down a number of helicopters. But with the yacht, you get this wonderful thing. There we go. It's in service vehicles. Go down to Galaxy Super Yacht, which are the yacht defences. Now you can exclude your friends, or you can just say tough luck to all of you. Now, from what I understand, the yacht defences are pretty much unsurvivable. So, either A, if you're having problems with a griefer who's in a plane, if you turn your yacht defences on and fly towards your yacht, it completely ignore you and totally annihilate anyone that's following you. Or, if you're struggling like a mission like the one in the FIB files where you've got to shoot the helicopters down in the Tula, which, let's be honest, is not really all that well suited to shooting down helicopters, then it is a really good idea to just jump in the Tula, turn your yacht defences on, fly over your yacht, and your yacht will shoot anyone that isn't you. And from what I understand, pretty much unsurvivable. So they're the uses. Most of them are pretty crap. None of them are worth the full price of 10 million. Some of them might just about be worth the discount price, the 40% off this week. So if you're tempted, now's the week. They usually go on 40% a couple of times a year. Usually now and then usually again on Black Friday. But it's not always guaranteed at Black Friday. So if you fancy one, go for it. And let's face it, if you've got the money, you might as well. There's nothing else to spend it on at this point in the game. And it is a pretty cool thing to have. But the reason I've got it, and the reason I use it as my spawn point quite a lot, is just because it's just a really nice place to wake up. And it's a nice place to start your game. So, what I will do... let's go and trigger these missions and see what they're like. Now, as I say, I've done them once. I did them with a friend. And the only reason we did them is because they were the only missions in the game that we hadn't done. And they were kind of okay. No, I don't want to move my yacht. I want to do... oh, it's there. Must be this one. Play a Super Yacht Life overboard. Hopefully, this is the first mission. Should we do it on hard? Let's do it on hard. Let's buy some ammo. And some of this. Right, and hopefully I'm going to get a chance to use the cars. Yes, sorry, I've just seen your chat. It says yes. It must have been you that said it last week. So I'd never thought of doing it, and then as soon as you said that, I thought that makes perfect sense because they absolutely destroy anything that isn't you. And hi, Rocky, how are you doing? I've got to admit, I love them in real life too. I think I'm a little bit short of one at the moment. I can't quite afford one, to be honest. Can't quite afford a dinghy, to be honest. But let's confirm this. We don't want open matchmaking unless any of you are in the session. If any of you are online, if any of you are on PS5 and are online, my PSN was in the start intro. Feel free to jump in, but for now I'll just do this on closed. And let's play. Hopefully I'm going to get a chance to use some of these cars now. Let me get my list back. Where's my list? So if I'm going to go for the worst on my list, I've just realised I've not bought the Baller ST. So it's going to have to be the Weevil. Hate the Weevil.
Classifies us as permanent residents of international waters and made off on our jet skis. We don't get them back. We're going to get the biggest IRS bill of all time. So how about it? If you want to see what it's like to be me, go off and take him out.
Right, so let's go and dump this off here.
Towards the Vespucci canals.
And let's call in the Weevil. Now, unusually for me, this is one... I actually know where I keep this one.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
And I apologise to any Germans, but yes, I did call my German garage Sausage Fest.
I'll bring it to you.
That's because the only German I know is Königsmir and Currywurstbitter. Right, where is my car? It is over here. God, could you have spawned any further away? Oh, really? That was completely uncalled for. That's also the wrong gun. I also need to go back and sort my weapon loadouts out because I've ended up with a load of rubbish guns in my loadout. Right, here is my Weevil. Yeah. Now, this is a weird one for me because I actually really like the Beetle. It's based on the Beetle, and I'm not going to lie, it's a really good representation. It's a bit of a mishmash of some of the years, but it looks just perfect. But I like the Beetle in real life, but I just don't like this car in the game. Now, it does come in two flavours. So you've got the normal one, and then after this mission, what I'll do, I will pull out the Weevil Custom, because this is one of a handful of cars that you can actually take to Benny's, and the upgrades on this make an enormous difference. The Benny's upgrades for some of the cars actually make them slower, but for this they turn it into what I believe is still the fastest non-HSW car in the game in terms of top speed. It certainly isn't in terms of lap time, because the handling of the Weevil Custom is criminal. It is that bad. Worse than this. This one is actually not too horrific. Take out... oh my god, I've got to take out joyriders, which means I need to catch them in this. Oh no, they're in the jet skis, aren't they? I remember this now. So I need to try and get ahead of them, really, don't I? Or are they just going round and around here in circles? I wonder if they are. If they are, hopefully I can just get them with this. Come on, come down this one next. No, we've gone across. Let's get the second one if we can. What a rubbish shot. Right, let's have a look. So are they just going around the outside? If they're just going around the outside, I will pull up over here. Excuse me. And I'll wait for them to come down here. And I'll also bail out of that. Where are they going? Have they gone somewhere else now? No. I think they're coming down here. Come on. Come on. You know you want to before the police get here. There we go. That was terrible. That's about as bad as shooting gets. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Go away. Go away. Maybe I should just use... I think I need to just use the combat NG, don't I? Really? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh, I also didn't know I've got limited lives. We need to be careful with this, don't I? Where's that other copper? So it should be coming down here in a minute, and hopefully, if I'm less of an idiot... So, Joyrider's taken out. Oh. Okay, that was suboptimal. Is there someone else I need to... yeah, there's someone else. Do I need to get these other little red dots as well? Because I've kind of taken out the Joyriders. Game, the Joyriders are dead. They're very dead. I have taken out the Joyriders. I should now be picking something up that they've dropped, I believe. If memory serves. Let's go and get this other... see if this other little red blip is important. Come on, peek round, peek round. There we go. Ah, yes, so the last one had the paperwork. Perfect. So, let's go and get these. And what I'll do, because there are quite a lot of cars and not a lot of missions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this one. And I will make my getaway in the Weevil Custom. So yeah, Weevil really depends, you know, whether you like the car. If you like the Beetle in real life, probably worth picking up. But for some reason, for me, it just doesn't do it. really need to figure out how to get away. Oh, so I've got to go and get rid of some boats now. Excellent.
This is the fun part.
Right, let's see if I can get rid of these cops first, and let's see if I can get my Weevil custom. Which actually means remembering where my Weevil custom is, so I need a bit of distance between me and the cops. Let me just run down here. Right, there we go. Right. Mechanic, where is my Weevil? Oh god, they're still there. Do you know what? I think I might go and lose the cops before I
You
carry on
calling for
with
some
this.
wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Is it in there? Oh, it's in the same garage.
I'll get there as soon as I
Perfect.
can.
Right, where's it going to spawn that? Probably a bajillion miles away. Oh no, not too bad. Right, here we go. So this is the Weevil custom. This is on offer this week and it's practically free. The Weevil is about 300 grand at the moment. So if you fancy a Beetle, then it's definitely worth it. And this is going to be a good one to lose the cops in, because even though it looks weird as, especially with my little pineapple head poking out at the top, the handling is criminal, but my god, this thing is fast. This has the, I believe it's still the highest top speed of any non-HSW car in the game, which is good, except it's almost impossible to control it at said top speed, as I am now amply demonstrating. Right, let's get some speed on and get rid of these cops, and then we might be able to go back and do the rest of this mission. There you go, you've got practically no turning. It is a really cool thing though. Damn it. Couple there, can I lose it down here? These are very persistent for a 2-star. Is this one of those permanent 2-stars that you can't actually get rid of? I'm very close to trying Leicester. I thought I saw that I was losing them not long ago. Am I losing them? I don't think I am, you know. So it looks like it looks like this is a persistent 2-star, which is not too bad because 2 stars not too much of a problem. Let me just see if I can get Leicester and just get rid of her, because more than anything, the siren's just getting on my wick.
Hey, which one of my skills is
No. So it looks like it's a persistent 2-star, so we're not going to get rid of that, so I might as well just crack on. And I have picked the worst handling car in the game to try and crack on with. So yeah, this isn't exactly what you'll get if you pick this up this week. You'll need to take it down to Benny's, and it's another few $100,000 to make these changes. This arguably is worth picking up a Weevil for, just because it's almost worth it for the challenge, because it's not one of those cars like the Imaggio, and I'm not hating on the Imaggio, I quite like it. But it's a little bit too sanitised for me. It's just a bit too compliant. It does everything right, it does everything perfectly, but it makes it a bit almost boring. Whereas this tries to kill you at every single turn you take. Right, so let's get rid of some boats. I might even be able to get my third card on. Right, Let's run around and get rid of these. Need to remember to keep an eye on my health, don't I, actually? In fact, let me try the combat shotgun quicker. How can I miss from that distance? There we go.
Being a yacht captain isn't just fancy white hats and mai tais.
There we go. Right. Let's see how these fare against the railgun. About as well as I expected. In fact, I should have just done this first time round, shouldn't I? Oh, no, because I'm going to miss.
In position! Get some cover! I'm out of ammo! I got... I need you!
And I realise I've gone very quiet. Oh god, I didn't mean to jump in there. Get out, you idiot. Alright, can I see the last boat? I'm going to have to go over here. I'm going to have to go over here, aren't I? Right, let's go and find this last boat. Get rid of the last boat. Ah, good evening, Digby. How are you doing? We are doing tonight swimming lessons, apparently. No. We are doing the super yacht missions using... Oh my god, no we're not. We're doing swimming. You see, this is why I went back to auto aim. What I've done there is I've tried to say a sentence whilst playing and going up a very straightforward... There we go, up the ramp. Right, where's this last yacht? Really can't see this one. And there are cops everywhere. Who's shooting me? Let's go and find this bloody yacht. In fact, let's steal this. Let's steal this. There we go. Oh, because it's right round the other side. Excellent. That makes sense. Right, what have I got there? Sticky bomb will do this. No, I'll have you know, Mr. Cockup is not riding shotgun tonight. Is going to be a... Good night, love. Everyone say good night to the Perenga child. She says good night. Right. Let's get rid of this. Now let's see if I can do it without blowing myself up. There we go. Right, so now I get to lose the cops. So let's... Where's the nearest road? No, I want to be a bit further away from the car. So let's go up here. She does actually answer to Weird Mutant Child. Right, so let's get my horrific car. Let's see if we can get rid of these cops. Another tip, by the way, if you're not used to it, when you call your vehicle, if you look down at the ground like that, it tends to spawn a little bit closer to you, because most cars won't spawn in your eye line. So if you look down, you get a better choice of spawn points. So this should be the perfect car to lose the cops because it's ridiculously quick. But it's also the least suitable car to lose the cops because the handling is absolutely goddamn terrible. And I mean, honestly, I can't explain how bad it is, but then again, I don't think I do need to explain how bad it is, because you're watching me drive it, you can see how bad it is. Right, let's get some freeway. So that's not bad, that's too... Ooh, dear me. Why did I say that's not bad? This... Oh my god, how many cops are there? This might be the worst 3-star wanted level I think I've ever had. And you know I can't avoid you in this car. You see, I couldn't even avoid that. Do you know what? This wanted level is pretty brutal, actually. I think I'm going to have to get... Because I can't call Leicester, I know that, so I'm going to have to get into the city and make some turns. Right. It's not going to let me outrun them on the freeway, so I'm going to have to do some jiggery pokery around here. I don't want to resort to the... there we go. I don't want to resort to the sewage tunnels. Right. We're getting there. No, we're not. My god, how many cops are spawning in for this 3-star? I've had 5-star one. There we go. We're done. Yes, I have spent my fair amount of time. I have served my time carrying... Well, it wasn't Barbie with us. It was Frozen. So it was Elsa and Anna. So yeah, I walked around Disneyland with an Elsa backpack and fluffy ears. Chaos Cope just outside the gate. Look at the road. I'm trying to figure out which bit of that. Oh, this is something I need to do. One thing I also realised last week when I watched some of the stream back is that you don't get to see the chat messages, so I need to get into the habit of reading them out. So yeah, Digby was just saying, daughters are awesome, only real men have walked about in public with a Barbie backpack and no shame. And it's absolutely true. I have served my time walking around with an Elsa backpack. And I'm just trying to figure out which part of that mission you mean there, actually, Digby, on the Kaio setup. So what I'll do... Where's my yacht? In fact, where is my yacht? Oh, it's not that far away. Okay, so... having the yacht, what I can now do, you can call out boats from it. So, service vehicles, I'm pretty sure I can ask for a... Oh no, I'm completely wrong. I thought you could call out a dinghy like you can with the Kasaka. I'll just get my Kasaka dinghy and head back over to start the next one. The sand has to be perfectly wet, doesn't it? Wonderful. Right, come on. So next on the list, if I can get in the yacht, what's next on the list? Let me get my list back. In fact, do I need to buy anything? No, because I've got some of the others. Let's try some of the other awful ones. In fact, I've got just the thing. I've got the perfect car for the next mission. Even though I don't even know what the next mission is. Right, here we go. Oh, I'm going to make that jump one day. Right, let's go and find Mr. Darcy, who will be up here. And see what mission 2's got for us, and hopefully it involves some driving, because the car I've got planned for mission 2 is going to be perfect if I need to do a high-speed getaway.
Where to next, boss? Always got something to boil out here.
So, as ever, I'm not going to do all the terrible ones, but I'm going to pick some of the terrible ones. And then we'll do a couple with some of the good ones a little bit later on. But for now, it's got to be... Now, this is not a car that I don't like. There's a lot I like about this for one very specific reason. And there is only one reason. There's actually only one reason you could possibly like this thing.
Alright, boss. Lesson 2 in the Brendan Darcy School of Seafaring. Taking advantage of opportunities at sea. Today's opportunity comes courtesy of the distress call we received a minute ago. There's a supply ship not far from here. Sounds like they're all in the drink. And as responsible seafarers, the first and only question we need to ask is, what's in it for us? Could be some profitable salvage if you're quick.
Okay, so perhaps I'm not going to get to use the car all that much for this one.
Alright, based on the coordinates from the distress call, you're in the right place. If we're lucky, the supplies might still be in one piece. You can hold your breath, right? Or, you know, use a rebreather. Whatever works.
Are they not going to shoot me? Oh, they're very peaceful. Right, so I suppose what I need to do then is get my scuba gear on and go diving. Looks like I do have to get all 7 as well. Oh, tell me I didn't swim straight over that. I absolutely swam straight over that. There we go. Right. Down here, so there it is. This is like, it's basically the same as the one from the new Mackenzie airfield, but slightly less annoying. Because at least this one you know where you're going, you're not trying to hunt around that whole area with no idea where they're actually going to spawn.
Imagine if one of those lefty politicians stops yachts being a tax write-off. Who's going to buy one when they stop being, well, free for those who can afford it?
Do you know, that bit of audio is surprisingly close to true as well. Right, okay. Last one.
Get some goodies? Time to get back to the yacht and we can crack open a few. Hey! Hey, who the hell are you?
The Digby saying the only reason he bought a yacht is so he could model one for a different game. I can't remember which way the shore is now. Which is as good a reason as any. Actually, do you know what? This means I can use I can actually use a car. Right, okay. In fact, I'm not swimming ashore though. I'm gonna fly ashore and I'll give myself a bit of space so I can drive back to the yacht. Where's the nearest road? Let's go here. Completely unnecessary, but why not? This video is all about the cars, so there's no point doing it if I'm not going to get to use them. The offers this week are a bit crap. Yeah, they're not great. I mean, some of the cars are okay. There are some that are definitely worth buying, actually. In fact, what I'll do, I'll go through those while I drive back, because the car I've chosen for this leg of the mission means I'm definitely perfect landing. I'm definitely gonna have enough time. Mechanic, where are you? There you are. And for this, I need to be in my office garage.
Let me know.
And it's in my Top Gear garage. There it is.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
So this is on offer. I honestly don't know why you'd buy this. I mean, obviously I bought it, but I had a reason. And my reason is that this sits in my Top Gear garage, and it is, as you can see by the number plate, it's Oliver. Now, it's not quite Oliver, but do you know what? It's about as close to Oliver as you can get in the game, and that, to me, makes it worth having. It also has quite a cool interior, this one. If you look in, it's got a proper period interior. However, that is where the coolness ends, because it's not like one of the muscle cars in the game that look a bit boxy and crap but drive really well. This looks a bit boxy and crap, and it drives boxy and crap. It's slow, the handling's terrible, and it's just, no, it has, I'd say, almost no redeeming features. The only one it has is that if you want to make yourself an Oliver, then it's quite close. If you're interested, Oliver was actually, if you're not sure, Oliver was an Opel Kadett that was used in one of the Top Gear specials that Richard Hammond fell in love with and promptly named Oliver. And it was kind of a matte yellow. Oh dear me. That was not the perfect racing line. I'm the first to admit that. Right, off we go. 1.37 miles. Yeah, you every week saying the cars are garbage, but then realising you've got them all. Do you know what? A lot of the time that's me. I'll like look at the list and I'll say, that's crap, and I've already got it. And that's crap, oh yeah, and I've already got that as well. And that's crap, oh yeah, I've already got that. But what I did say I'd do is give you a bit of a rundown of the good ones. Right, okay, so my list in reverse order. I've got the Bowler ST as the worst because it's not a great 4x4 and it's not a great Range Rover. I've got the Hot Ring Sabre next, just because I don't have it and I just don't know whether it's going to be any good. Then there was Weevil because I just don't like it in the game. And then there was my sense of direction because I know I can't get out of this base from here, so I need to turn round. Then I've got the Drift Yosemite, because even though it looks good, it's not a good drive at all. And next, also, I've put the JB700. It's not a particularly good Aston Martin replica. It's not particularly quick. I can't remember if it's which one it is this week. Whether it's, oh my god, I can't even drive this up here. Whether it's the one that has the permanently attached machine guns, which are a bit of a pain in the backside, or whether it's the one where you can actually take the machine guns off, so at least it looks a bit better. Do you know what? This actually drives better in reverse. There you go. That's your scoop for the week. Last week's scoop was that the which was it that drove best with the wheel blown out? Right, there we go. I think I'm allowed to get a dinghy now, aren't I? So, service vehicle. Oh, I can't call a dinghy out. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to regret that, aren't I? Have they left any nice little... They haven't even left anything for me here. Come on, surely there's a sea shark or something over here that I can use to get out there. Come on, game. You're not that mean. You are that mean. You are absolutely that mean. Right, okay. Let's go for a swim. So then, while we're swimming, I've got the Euros. Again, it's a car I like in real life, but it just doesn't do anything for me in the game. I've got the Super Diamond next. It has a kind of cool factor. It's not a great car, but it is kind of cool. Then you've got the Seminole Frontier, because I just wouldn't want to incur Harm Non's wrath by not being nice about the Seminole. The Spectre's up next. That's another one that you could take to Benny's. It's an okay kind of sports car, supercar. It's not brilliant, but it does look really nice. It does look quite different. Then they've got the Coquette Blackfin, which is another one of the Corvette replicas, and almost all of the Corvette replicas in this game are really good. I'm going to have to dive here, aren't I? Let's dive. Then I put the Vito Modern, because I think that is probably going to be a lot of fun. Get on the boat. Get a gun. Pick a gun up. Come on. Why are you stuck there? What is wrong with my stupid man? Right, get on there. Get your stuff off. Get over there. Get some health. There you go. Right, get a gun. Dear me, you absolute dipstick. What is wrong with you? Right, okay, let's kill some people. Right, you and you. You can go, because you've been very rude to me tonight. Shoot. Definitely going to need some... there we go.
Not to alarm you, but this would appear to be a teeny tiny hostage situation involving yours truly. And if that's not enough of a motivation for you, they've got the bartender too. Some Asian gentlemen appear to want compensation for a few yachts they claim we destroyed. Do you, know anything about that? Whatever. Just come quickly. Oh, and come unarmed. These bastards mean it.
So we're not quite done yet. So, has it left me a helicopter? Yes, it has. Right, okay. Now, I have a feeling I might struggle to use the car for this. But let's pick the next one from the list anyway. So, that would be either the Drift Yosemite or the Dynasty. Yeah, yeah, wasn't the rover more aerodynamic going backwards? It probably was, actually. It's probably more reliable driving in reverse as well. That's one thing a lot of people, if you're not in the UK, you might not realise. Range Rovers have an absolutely appalling record for reliability. They're just... We make cars that look... So that's what we do in the UK. We make cars that look nice. But we're not great at reliability. We make stuff that works quite well some of the time. You die. This is actually a reasonable piece of multitasking from me. Right, now this, I remember failing loads of times on this. Because I think you have to be quite quick with something, but I can't remember what you have to be quick with.
Now, let's talk this through like civilized people.
SOS!
I nearly crapped myself.
Huh. There we go. Have we actually completed? Hi, you're rescued. It's me. You're rescued. Oh god.
Everyone okay?
Have I got more people to kill? There you go. Right, sniping skills on full display.
Party, motherfucker! Cover! I will get them down, you if you don't.
Merci.
Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm concentrating. I can't shoot and concentrate. And one more. Should be over here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, you're in the boat. You're not in the boat. Well, that's a pretty dumbass place to stay, isn't it? I bet you're regretting that, aren't you? I bet you're regretting that right about now.
Deep breaths, people.
Dear me, dipstick. Right, take them to the yacht.
Listen, mate, I had no idea East Asia's biggest money laundering op kept its boats in the marina we hit. That whole situation got seriously out of hand.
So
You almost
let's
lost
get...
your skipper and your mixologist in one fell swoop.
Yeah, and
Fatal to any operation.
I can get another captain easily enough, but I don't fancy getting a new bartender, thank you very much. Right. Let's go in the Marquise. I'm hoping they'll follow me in this, actually. This is actually another cool thing to buy. I actually bought one of these, and it's almost entirely useless, but it's a really cool thing to have. Come on, Brendan. Oh, tell me you're not stuck. You absolute dipstick. Where are you? And now she's going to follow me and she's going to get stuck. Stay on the boat, please. Is she coming? Yeah, she's coming. Right, where are you? Brendan! You're not there. She's definitely going to get stuck in there. Right, take an easy route so she can follow you. And take an easy route down so this idiot can follow you too. Where are you? Hi. Come this way. Come on. Come this way. Come on. There's a good captain. Right. Let's steal a little yacht to sail to our big yacht. Hi. Right. Is he there? Are they both there? They're both there. You know, people talk about the things I want from GTA 6. I want stuff like this not to happen anymore. And I'm hoping it will. Right, let's get in here. Please, join me if you will. Now, for anyone joining the stream, I will say, if you're watching this hoping for a guide, you're on the wrong stream. This is about doing it in whatever cars are on offer and whatever way I feel like doing it. I'm pretty sure you can use your oppressor and your sparrow. No, you can't use your sparrow because you can't get to the service vehicles. I'm pretty sure you can call your oppressor out for this. But let's be honest, by now we've all spent enough time flying around on oppressors that it's nice to just take things a little bit slower. Although this possibly is at the far end of how much slower I'm happy to take it. Right, so that's 2 down. 80,000, that's not a bad payout. I didn't pay much attention to how much I got first time. I know they're on triple money. I think they're on triple money this week. Let's buy ammo and armour because I know I've used a lot of that. Do you know what? I'll like it because it was alright. Right, so what's next on my list? I just need to shrink my window down so I can see the chat and my list. So we're halfway through and we've used all rubbish ones. So let's do some of the good ones now for you. If there are any particular cars anyone definitely wants to see used, because there are quite a lot of cars and I might not be able to use all of them in the missions, just drop them in the chat and I'll make sure I use them in one of them. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go, I think I'm about due some snacks and armour. So let's get rid of that car. And I will call out one of my favourites. We'll head over to the agency, get some snacks and armour. Ooh, we're a damn long way from the agency. Right, we're there. Ooh, we've got some players. Are they just a red? Is he a red CEO or is he on Psycho? Let's see how this goes. And I'm going to call out one of my favourite cars. Now this is one that I think people should be buying because it's cheap anyway. I don't think it's on offer. I think this is just one of the deleted cars that you can get. And I'm pretty sure this is in my Eclipse Boulevard garage. But I forget which floor it's on. In fact, it's probably on 4. Yes.
I'll get there as soon as I can. Okay, I got stuff to do.
How far away is that? It's like a million miles away. Can I just borrow your car a minute, mate?
No way! This is fucked up!
I promise I'll be careful. I wouldn't have had to mess with you if you'd have spawned my car in the same time zone. any further away, and it would be in GTA 6. The old Ferrari, please. Would that be this one? Would that be the Cheetah? This is one of my favourite cars in this game. It is so cheap. It does have one downside. So let's have a look at that downside now. And that is... it's not a looker. It is definitely an acquired taste. But all of that disappears when you get in it, because this is one of the best compromises in terms of speed and handling. I always talk about things like the Comet SR being one of the best, and things like the Hijack Ruston as well. But this is just another one of those where the speed that it's got just matches in with the handling so perfectly. It's certainly not the fastest car in the game. If you're into racing, you're probably not going to win much with this, especially if you drive like that. But it's just so much fun. You can make it look reasonable. I found it took me ages to come up with this design, and I found that if you're stuck with the darker colours, it tends to hide the ugliness a little bit. But it's still... I'm stuck with that. I haven't driven this car for weeks. And you get straight in it, it just does exactly what you want it to do, exactly when you want it to do it. Oh, you mean the really old one, the GT500, right, okay. I'll do that next. I shall do that one next. See, I suppose this is one where it is a grotty, which means it's sort of a Ferrari, but if you look at it, it certainly doesn't seem to be based on any real one that I can think of. Certainly not anymore. Hi. Right, okay. Let's get a wriggle on. How far we got? 3.5 mile. Let's see how quickly we can do that if we drive properly. So yeah, this, I would say, is a definite buy. Not necessarily because it's good or quick, or even because it's good looking. It's just really good fun. And if you want to drive something that's just, you know, actually enjoyable, this is right up there, because it's just so well balanced. I mean, I've got to admit, the freeway's probably not the best place to show that. Especially not with my driving. I'm not doing very well tonight at all. Everyone stop crashing into me! You don't have one of these for a very... Go on then, you need to tell us the silly reason. What's the silly reason you didn't buy this? Oh dear. Is it because it looks like this after a while? Now I've just realised I'm heading over here for snacks and armour, but because these missions are done in separate sessions, I think with an update about a year ago they changed it so that it re-tops up your snacks and armour, so this could actually be a wasted trip. But it's a good excuse to drive this car. Oh, that's my exit. Sorry, didn't see you there. Like a glove. Your daughter's the age where Hannah Montana and the Cheetah Girls were a thing. Can't look at it without thinking of teenage girls screaming Cheetah Girls. Do you know, I think we just missed that.
Everything okay? Stay safe, boss.
Right, let's go and... I always go to the agency for snacks and hammer just because it's convenient because they're right next to each other.
The one and only. What can I get you?
There we go. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to cheat. I'm going to respawn onto the yacht. Get into this next mission and we will go for the GT500. Right. Another habit I need to get into, I need to ask you all to like the stream. I always forget to do that. And it does help. It helps promote it, it helps with people. If the algorithm thinks that people are following it and enjoying what you're doing, it really helps. So if you've got a minute, please do drop a like on the stream. It will be very much appreciated. It's already appreciated, the fact that you're here. I think that's wonderful. I'm glad there are people here. And hopefully you'll stay as long as I don't stay in this loading screen too long. Ah, there we go. We're moving. We are moving. Okay, so let's go and find Mr. Darcy. I have a habit of doing it as well. It's really easy not to do it. There are so many streamers that I watch and I always forget because you get into it, you listen to what they're saying and then you realise you haven't sort of done that. Right, okay.
Hello.
Now I think there are 6 of these missions, so hopefully they're all going to give us a chance to use some cars. All hands is the next one. And as I say, this is not a guide because... Oh, I forgot to set the last one to hard. Let's set this to hard. Have I made the obligatory Bridget Jones joke? Not yet. I've got to admit I have seen it in a previous life.
Okay. Lesson 3 in Captain Darcy's...
Do you know why that film bugs me? We don't talk like that.
Go to the airport. I'll tell you all about it.
Every time you see British people represented in films, it's always have the whoppy accent, you know. It's all as if all of us over here always talk in this manner, which we don't. Some of us talk like this. Right. Go to LSIA, so let's dump this here. Perfect landing. And let's get a... What was it you wanted? You wanted the GB500. No, GT500. The GB500's on as well this week. Come on, mechanic, answer.
You're through to your garage.
Ah, thank you.
Need me to bring you a
And
ride?
the GT500 is in my casino. There it is.
I'll bring it to you.
Is it going to spawn it on the same map this time? Yay, well done. Well done. Now the classics in this game can be a bit of a pain. This is a good one. This is like the Rapid GT. The Rapid GT looks good, but it also drives well, and this is the same. This looks good. I believe it's supposed to be based on the Ferrari 250 GTB short wheelbase, I believe. Which is a car that you absolutely would not drive like this. I believe Chris Evans paid... Did he pay 16 million for his, or did he pay 30 million for his? But yeah, if you've got one hidden in your garage, you're pretty much set for life. These things go for billionaire money. And they're pretty damn good in the game, to be honest. When they're not being driven by me over remote play. So, good thing about this, it's got a reasonable engine note, but it's the main things I like. It's the handling. It's quick enough, you know. It's in the classics category, so it's not going to be super quick. But a lot of the classics are just such a handful, they're almost undrivable. But this, no, very different. Very different indeed, actually. It's the turning. I'm trying to show off and handbrake it around the turning. I think that's how I judge a car. If you can, going into a corner, just give it a dab of brake and then a flick of handbrake and actually control it, then it's a good car. And there are surprisingly few cars where you can actually do that. And this is definitely one of them, despite the demo you're getting at the moment. So we're going to run through, I'll just go in through this gate because it's closer. Oh, it's almost like I planned it that way. I didn't plan it that way. It kind of looks like it. You know what, I didn't even pay attention to what I'm supposed to be doing here, so I've got to steal a Tula. So I'm guessing that's in the hangar. So I can either stealth or I can blow that up and then blow and then kill everyone. I think we'll go. Let's go for the kill everyone route, shall we? There you go. Right, okay. Where are people? Someone's shooting me. Who's shooting me? Are you up there? Where are you? Oh, maybe you're outside. Ah, you're there. Let's get some health. Oh, all of you over there. Ah, there's one of you there. That'll do. I think that's enough of you dead. Ah, now I can actually remember this one. What I can't remember now, I can't remember if I'm setting fire to cars or putting the fires out. I think I might be putting the fires out. Right, so if I remember this rightly, this is quite a cool mission actually. This, so this is actually the Tula that you use in the FIB files, but this one is configured for fire delivery, and I think you just have to Now I thought you could just fill up by smashing into the sea, but I must be wrong. Let's go over and have a look.
The country club just called. The cars are already going up in smoke. Go, go, go!
Right, so this is a... Hey Deadman, how you doing? Listen to me in the van driving to your next customer. I should ask what you do for a living, actually.
So you can hover in one place, if that helps you hit the fires.
But nice to have you join us. We are doing the same as last week, where we're doing the all of the offer business missions. Ooh, come on, come on. But in the offer cars only. Did I manage to miss all of that? I've lost all my water. Right. So I'm pretty sure now all I have to do to fill this up, go over here. There we go. So yes, you do. You just head over to the water, and I think there's a second set of cars that you have to do. And I've just realised I'm on a timer, so I need to get on with this, don't I?
Come on, some serious credit is on the line here. Let's go!
Get this. Oh, I'm dying. There we go. You don't need to be as accurate as I remember.
The insurance premiums on those cars? Hurry up!
Right, so I need some water.
Finished down there? Well, don't fly home just yet. Now after some of the other members' cars across town. I'm paying you
Some
the
water
GPS.
filled up.
Do you think you can get there in time?
Of course I can get there in time. Right,
Just
there
land
we
in the
go.
water and the plane will do the rest.
Let's get over here. Oh, it's not that far actually. Right. 4 minutes. Oh, that's loads of time. Loads of time. Do you know what? I forgot these missions are actually pretty good, and I'm pretty sure the water deals with the guys as well, which is useful. One more. There we go. I think that's it.
Work. Now, an important nuance to today's lesson. Never let a favour leave you out of pocket. How about we treat the plane as a long-term loan? Should be able to get a fair price for it. Just bring it back to the yacht.
So I'm not going to get to use the GB500 again. GT500. GT... Oh my god. I don't even know what they're called. GT500. It's the GB200. And do you know what? To make sure I don't mess it up again, I'm going to use the GB200 for the next car. So that was actually quite a bit better than I remember it being. In fact, you know what? All of these missions are quite a bit better than I remember them being. You think about some of the DLCs that we've had recently. You look at the effort that goes into some of those. At least this You know, there's some original stuff here. Just to make you feel really jealous, dead man, because I know you're at work, I'll let you know I've got Moretti on the go at the moment.
Wasn't pretty, and I'm not just talking about armpit hair.
So while I fly over, I hadn't actually finished going through the cars. So next in my list, going from worst to best, I've already done most of the really terrible ones. And the Vito Modern, because I think that's probably going to be quite good fun. The GT500, because I know it's good fun. The GB200 is just a car that I love. It's based on the Ford RS200, which is a fabulous thing in real life. The Cheetah you've just seen. The Entity XF. You can't not love a car based on a Koenigsegg. You just can't. It bugs me that they didn't put the correct doors on and then they went and put them on the Furia instead. But, you know what, I'll let them off with that. Then you've got the Flash GT, which is a bit of a sleeper because no one really talks about it, but it's a really decent car. It's got really good handling, it's really good fun, it's not too expensive. It's just a great thing to have. And then my top for this week, I've got the Autark, which, again, like the Cheetah, is but ugly, but it is a really decent car. So on that, I think it is time to buy a couple because there are 3 that I don't have that I need to buy. So I'll buy those and customise them. And then we'll start working through the rest of some of these missions. Because yeah, you're right, Digby, I forgot the Seminole is one of the ones I need to go and pick up. So we'll go and do that now. And I'll use some of the others to do it. In fact, I think I'll use this one right here. So what I'll do, I'll call that out. I'll go and buy the ones that I need, because I think some of them have to be picked up from some of the dealerships, not from the website. So let's get rid of that one, and let's call out this.
What you need, boss? Some wheels?
Which
I can bring them round.
I think is the perfect car for buying cars. So it's in my FWAF garage, and that's the Super Diamond. So that garage is just full of basically rollers, Bentleys and Range Rovers. So you'll recognise this. Probably the only time you've seen this is if you've stolen one from the street or from when you're doing the Dre mission. And that's mine. Fully murdered out. Right, I'm actually quite close to the car meet here, aren't I? So let's head up there, because I think I have to get some of them from there. And I think the others, any that I don't get from here, will be either from San Andreas Supersport or just from, from Premier Motorsports, or just from the websites. Now this is surprisingly quick for a big old brute. One thing you don't realise, you get to drive a lot of these things in the mission, but they're all stock. Any car that you've driven in a mission and hated, remember you were driving the standard version. As soon as you buy one and put some upgrades on, some of them change quite a lot, and this is one of them. It's actually, I mean, it's a heavy old thing, as you'd expect. Oh, come on. Don't want to run you over, don't want to run you over, sorry. Well, to be fair, you were standing in front of the entrance. I'm not taking any blame for that. Yeah, you had a Jeep Cherokee before. I've never had one. I've only had one 4x4 in my life, and I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you which one it is. It was still pretty good, I've got to admit, but, you know, at the time we had a baby and a dog, so we needed a 4x4. Well, we said we needed a 4x4. So we got a RAV4, which was permanent 4-wheel drive, but was still pretty cool. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it's camouflage. No way, we're not having that. Right, so... Oh, nope. Come on. Purchase. And, as usual, it's going to have to go in my arena, which is getting pretty damn full at the moment. In fact, what I'll do... I might call that out here, and we'll customise that one now. Let's see what we can do with this.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels?
Arena 2.
I'll get back to
Too
it
quick.
then.
Yeah, it's there now. My fault. I didn't wait for the text to come through.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
Yeah, I've got to admit, Deadman, I have seen Harmnon's reviews on the Seminole, so I know he's completely honest about everything. So I know when he says it has the submarine option and the missile option and the lock-on jammer and the jetpack option and the flying option and all of those, I know he's definitely telling the truth. I've just never found them in the list. So I've always just kind of assumed that I was doing it wrong. Show vehicle option. Oh, what am I doing? What have I just done? I've just exited, haven't I? Because I'm an idiot. Yeah, 4x4s aren't really a lifesaver for us in the UK. It's unless you're a farmer, you don't need one. Yes, we have some small roads, but you don't need that stuff over here. In all the years I had one, it was only useful once. There was 1 year where we had about 3 feet of snow while I was at work, and at the end of the day we had to go out and dig everyone's car out, and then I just got in my 4x4 and just drove through the drift that was lying on mine, and that was the only time the 4-wheel drive was ever useful.
Hey, there you are.
So what do we do with this? Oh, it's not camouflage, it's sort of rusted camouflage. Hood aerial. Is that the one that gives you the submarine? Don't know, let's have a look. So armour obviously up, and brakes, and engine. Ah, that's interesting to hear what you do for a living, Deadman. It's the company I work for. Our background is in sort of food safety, health and safety, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. We come across people who come to you're one of the people that we tell people they need to hire when we go in, and the commercial kitchen is absolutely disgusting. But cleaning those filters is it's not a fun job. Right, what are we doing for exhaust? I've got a thing for the big... I think it's those. I think it's got to be the big round ones, fenders. Let's have a look. we want it all cut out for off-road? Primary. I think I know what look I'm going for actually, but what I don't want is the arches to stick out much further. We'll go primary XL. Front bumper, let's have a look. No, no, no. Because I think I am going to go for a fairly standard 80s Cherokee, because when I was a kid, I grew up in a mining village in Yorkshire. And no one had anything, but there was one guy. He had a Trans Am for a while, which I'd never seen before, but then he had a Jeep Cherokee. So I think I'm doing that. We didn't have any of this crap then, so we'll not put that on. Hood. Ooh, 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 that's quite nice. Oh, I might need to step away from my original plan, because I really quite like that. That makes it look quite beefy. So we'll have the reverse cowl hood, obviously the clown horn, obviously xenons. We're not putting neons on those because they would get absolutely smashed. Oh, so it is two-tone camo. Right, okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's nice and 80s. That's probably going to be the one. No. Maybe. No. No. Lots of no's. That's quite cool, actually. Just mud all over it. I like that. And then a lot of mud all over it. I like that as well. But it looks like a crap attempt at flames. I think it's got to be that. And nice big mirrors, mud guards, absolutely, because this is an off-roader. Plate will have the Muppet plate. Respray. So primary, we're going 80s, and I know one person in the chat is going to like this. There's only one thing for it. If we're going 80s, it needs to be beige and brown. That's not a very good beige though. Oh, there are. Oh, do you know what? That's the best. Is that the best beige I've got? Is that really a sentence I've used? Is that the best beige I've got? Right, okay. Secondary colour. Yeah, this needs to be a nice brown. If I've got one. A bronze would probably... Oh yeah, bronze, that'll do it. No, I think it needs to be darker than that actually. We're going full 80s vibe. Feltzer brown, that's the one. Old cage. Ah, right. Yeah. No. Do you know what? You do right. There's no shame in doing it the easy way. I look at the things my team have to do now, and I think I am so glad I don't have to do that anymore. Right, roof accessories. Now, interestingly, quite often these roof accessories give you the same benefit as a spoiler, which is handy because I fancy some anyway. So I think I want a roof bar and some lights. Now, that's too modern a light, but they've got the covers on. So let's go for that one. Side step. I have to have a side step. There's just... Why would you not? This is where I always fall down on 4x4s, because I like all my cars lowered, but lowering them doesn't help them if you go off-road, but I'm just going to ignore that and do it anyway. upgrade the transmission and the turbo wheels. What would this have had in the 80s? Would it have had... I think this would probably just have had like a steel wheel, wouldn't it? Something like... yeah, actually. Something like that. But in kind of a silver. Yeah, that's looking... oh, don't forget bulletproof tyres. Windows, we're not tinting those. There we go. Look at that. That, my friends, is 80s perfection. Right, so let's go and get the next one. So we'll head over to... oh, great, it's pitch black. We'll head over to Southern San Andreas, see if I need to get any of them from there. Now, we'll do a review on this week to see if it's any good off-road. I'm expecting it will be. But for now, I'm just going to head over and just pick up the others, because I know I need to... in fact, I'm now just wondering whether one of the cars I put on my list is actually the podium car, so I can't remember what the podium car is. Well, it's still not quick, I can definitely say that. It's not quick. Right, let's see if any of the ones I need to pick up are in here. So you got the Cheetah, I've got you, GT 500, got you, XF, have you, Weenie, and then the Enos. So that means that if the Vito and the Sabre aren't on the websites. Ah, yes, the Vito is on the website there. Okay, so we'll have one of those. Put it in the arena. And what was the last one? The last one was a Hot Ring Sabre. Let's have a look. Now, if it isn't on here, I'm wondering if that is either the prize ride or the podium. Oh no, it's there. Hot Ring Sabre. Let's have one of those as well. And again, stick that in the arena. And let's go and customise those, and we'll do a couple more missions. Scroll through my chat, see if I've missed anything while I've been doing that. Brown is a lovely and underrated colour. No, it isn't. We are going to have to agree to disagree on brown. Brown has its place, and I've got to admit, its place is on this car. If you're doing 70s or 80s, which then again, if you know, I know you're like me, you tend to do a lot of the classic stuff. What else? David Mitchell's phone wallpaper is a close-up of beige carpeting. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I can imagine beige carpet is actually quite calming. So Deadman, you raced karts as a teenager, did 4 race meetings and came last in every one. Do you know what? At least you did them. There's a lot to be said for doing something. I've done go-karting, but my biggest thing that I've done for my sins, I do kickboxing, and I'm one of the oldest ones in the academy. So whenever we spar against the young kids, I do generally get my arse handed to me. But there's still a lot to be said for trying stuff. Right. I bet that was cool back then, though. I remember the first time I went karting, I could not believe how badly bruised my arm was at the end of the session. All up the inside of my arm, right up to the inside of my bicep was just black and blue. Lights. Why would I change the lights? It doesn't have any. Livery. Right, so this is a race car, so let's have a look. And just looking at this, I'm feeling mellow yellow. So I am hoping for something with mellow yellow vibes. And that was green and yellow, wasn't it? Come on, surely there is one. Oh, it's probably going to be that one if I change the base to green. So 53 big logs. What on earth? I think... No. There's a lot of liveries for this. Ooh, actually. Is that mellow yellow? If I put a yellow base, that's probably better. So we're thinking Sprunk Extreme. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, Deadman. Actually proper races, not like the only ones I've been to are where someone buys a warehouse. Oh, I haven't done enough races to get that one. So, well, I haven't done enough races in this category. Where was the other one? Where's the other one gone? There was another one that I thought would work for it. That one. I think if I go for that one, and hopefully change my primary colour to a green, that should give me something that's close enough. There you go. Oh, and crew emblem. Oh no, that looks awful. Well, it's on now. I hate how some crew emblems just don't work. Right, so let's turbo that up. Wheels, I think I'm happy with the standard ones, but I do need the bulletproof tyres. Ah, Kel, you've joined us. How are you doing? Did I put the bulletproof tyres on? I can't remember. Yes, I did. Right. Windows, we don't have any. There we go. So that's the closest I can get to the mellow yellow car. It's close enough. I'm happy with that. Exit the workshop. And now there's only one question for this. And I will accept your feedback through the chat. Mario or Luigi? I'll go through and do everything but the colour while you guys decide whether we're going Mario or Luigi. Finding the frog's hair. I've not heard that one before. Yeah, I am good. Thank you very much. I am very good. Oh, this is another one. Another bit of an interesting glitch here. There are some weird things that give you the same benefit as downforce, and some of them. So, as we were saying when we customised the Seminole, sometimes the roof racks and roof options do that. But with the cars, I think the painted engines do that as well. So if you go for a painted engine, in fact, let's go for secondary painted engine. That gives you a similar effect as putting a spoiler on, which is weird. It makes no sense. So we've got one for Mario and one for Luigi. You guys aren't helping. You're not helping me at all here. Heel grips. Let's have a look. I quite like that one. So we've got one for Mario, one for Luigi. We need someone to come in with a casting vote. Be funny when I say it, inevitably say it out loud in the accent. Are you on about me trying to say this in... Oh, I accidentally played a video there. In Yorkshire, Luigi. Is that what you want? Pedals. Primary pedals. I can't even see what that's changing. Let's go for the GT pedals. Steering wheels. Let's have a look. Oh, 2 for Mario. Two for Mario, 1 for Luigi. I think it's decided. I'm going to put a turbo on this, which, yeah. Oh, and you can't actually put bulletproof tyres on this, but let's be honest, it's not really worth shooting out. So, primary colour, classic. As if I could ever find the reds. So it's in Yorkshire. Do you know what? It's not far off a foreign language. Torino red. There we go. Right, let's have a look at... actually, secondary colour. So secondary colour really for Mario needs to be white. So it don't really seem to change much. There we go. Let's have a look at what liveries we've got. I don't think any of these really suit for that one. Maybe power metal. Remember that. Mario definitely didn't drink pisswasser. For a great finish, make it a rim job. Not a sentence I thought I'd be using today. The yellow kind of works. That one kind of works. I think that Baracco one works quite well, so there we go. Luigi. Right. There we have one Mario Kart, one Seminole Frontier, and a Hot Ring Saber. So let's get back to the yacht and figure this out. Oh, awesome! You've gifted a membership. That's amazing. That's the first time. That's the first ever. So, Mustafa, that is the first ever gifted membership I've ever had. So, Kel, thank you so much. That is amazing. You are so amazingly generous on all these videos and all these streams. But to Mustafa, congratulations, you've got my first ever free gifted membership. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. So thanks to Mustafa for watching. Thanks for Kel for that. That's amazing. You're an absolute legend. Unlike me in this. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to doing a full lap in this. Wow. Right, so we've had a couple of... Oh, for the people that have just joined, what we are doing is the same as last week. We're doing all of the offer business missions, or as many of them as I can get through before I realise I've got to get up for work tomorrow. As many of them as I can get through, but we're only using the offer cars to do them. What we're also trying to do is miss our turn as often as we can, just like that. So far, I can't remember if we've done 3 or 4, because we had to take a bit of a break to go and grab the cars that I didn't have and get them customised ready. Oh, sorry. I'm not destroying my lovely new thing. Right, okay. Now, luckily, because I'm not in a mission yet, I can actually get my dinghy. Right, let's go over and see what the next mission has got for us. Yeah, you will have seen me do laps in a go-kart. That will have been at the prep area on one of Hippie's races. So, one of Hippie's circuits that he's put together, there's a little sort of chill area at the beginning. Oh, get in. Get in the big boat, not in the little one. It's the big one. No, it's not that. It's not that. Get on the boat. Thank you. My God, this stupid man is driving me mad today. Oh, and just for those of you, now I can show you. This is why I said this is just the nicest spawn point. And this is the only reason to buy the yacht, because that is the coolest spawn point in the game. It really is. Is it worth 6 million though? Oh, do you know what? It depends how many million you've got in the bank. You know, if you're kind of really out of control with the money, then go for it. Right, let's see what the next mission has got for us.
Hello. Where to next, boss?
Right,
Always got something
okay,
on the boil out here.
get in the Corona. There we go.
How about a celebration
Icebreaker.
tonight, boss?
I have no idea how far through these we are. Let's have a look. Set it to hard. Let's buy some ammo and some armor. Oh, I'm glad you paid 10 for yours as well. So Digby's just saying he paid 10 million for his. So that makes me happy. Because I paid full price for this one. And I nearly didn't fly the Union Jack. I nearly flew the Irish flag instead, because my couple of a generation or so back, my family was all Irish, and slightly more proud of that than I am of England at the moment, because we're not great at a lot of things at the moment, if we're being honest. Slightly better at the moment.
Alright, boss. Good to see
Right.
you back. Today's assignment is a real
What have I got
doozy.
to do now?
Sitting in the captain's chair isn't all about
first thing I need to do is figure out which card I'm going to use for this one. So we've used the Vito, the GT500, I've got the GB, I've used the Cheetah. So, ones I definitely want to get in today are the Flash GT, because that's a bit of a sleeper, the Autark, and I think the Spectre, because that is really rather pretty. So let's go and get this landed, get rid of this helicopter and pick a car. Let's see how far we are from the store. Oh, it's right over there, actually. So this might be a good one. I think I'm going to go for another perfect landing. Perfect. Textbook. Right, so let's grab something that's going to be pretty cool through the city.
You're through to your garage. You
Now
need me to bring
this
you a ride?
is the only problem in that we're now into the ones where I can't remember where I've put them. It's not in the office garage, no, that's not in there, it's not in there. Not in there. Could be in there, no. Could be in there, no. Don't think it's in there. Could be in the agency. Yes, there we go.
I'll bring it by. Alright, I'll get back to work.
Oh wow, Deadman, so you got yours through grinding VIP missions. That, whew, yes. That takes some determination. It was different. Years ago, earning was different. Nowadays, it's so easy to earn money in this game. Get yourself the Acid Lab, get yourself a Kasatka, you know, do the treasure chests, the treasure hunts at the beginning, and you're sorted. You really are. But it was a different thing early on. Now, the reason I wanted to use this one is because this is a very underloved car. It's based on a Ford Focus. It's like a slightly uglier version of the Ford Focus, but it just handles really well. Decent customization. Obviously this one's done out all like a rally car, and in real life it's actually a decent rally car, but it's one of those that's transferred well across into the game as well. It's got, the handling is quite twitchy, but not in a bad way. Oh, SS, you got yours in the 50% off Black Friday. Now that's the smart way to do it. The way we got ours is the dumb way to do it. Because it doesn't end when you've bought it as well. So we paid, 10 million base price, and then obviously you've got to have a load of customization as well, and that just pushes it further and further up. Now luckily the expensive customization is all gold on the yacht, which just isn't for me. I always wanted that stealth looking one. Yeah, the Ford thingy. Yeah, it's the Focus, but yeah, they've done it dirty a little. I mean, well, have they really? It's a bit of a dull sort of everyday car in real life, so it's not. Oh my God, there's how many people are there? I really should have paid attention then. Wow, how many thousands of people are trying to kill me now?
I'm showing you something, boss. Kids don't dream of owning yachts.
Go to the roof.
They dream of captaining them.
Alright, let's have a look. Have I gone up the wrong side? I almost certainly have. Do we reckon I can walk across that beam? Smart money's on no. Ah, there's one of the people that wants to kill me. Right, okay, so should we climb up here? Oh, that's quite a scream. He must have really banged his foot quite hard to scream that loud. Right, okay. I really should pay attention to what the instructions are. Air conditioning units. I need to find some and destroy some. Oh, people are shooting. It will be the... It will be the little targets, won't it? So, is there one up here? Is there one up here? Is that one of the ones I need? Okay, note to self. Don't stand next to the air conditioning units whilst destroying them. Turns out, that's a really stupid thing to do. Right, let's have a look. Oh, that's good shooting, that is. Right, can I see? Let's get some health and see if I can see any of these air conditioning units from here. There's one over there. Hi. Bye. I'm gonna have to go around every roof, aren't I? It's as simple as that. So there's one over here. Let's get this one first. Oh, is that it there? Is that it there? I think that might be it there. Which means I can get that one from here. Is that it there? Oh no, it's there. Excellent. See, I told you I could learn. Right, okay, let's have a look. Can I survive this drop? Do you know what? With that on, I probably can. Yeah. Another one. Right. Why are so many people shooting at me that I can't see? Ah, there you are. This mission is painful. It's incredibly difficult to see where everyone is. Right, so the last two... Oh no, three. So there's a couple over here. Ah, they're over there, right, okay, so... Hi! And you were up there as well. Oh, come on. Peek, come on, peek before I die. There you go. Right. There. So that's one. Helicopters as well. Go away. Hi, thanks for calling in, but no thanks, I'm not interested. Where did you come from? Oh, great, infinitely respawning helicopters. Oh, you off, dead man, thanks for calling in. You have a good day at work, and I'll see you on the next one. Die. You should be dead by now. You should be dead. No. There, that'll do it. Right. Let's have a look. Can anyone see an air conditioner? Oh, there we go. That's another one done. Oh my god, Kel, you've done it again. Thank you so much. Another 5 memberships. That's amazing. That's absolutely awesome. So who's got some of those? So, oh, a couple of regulars. That's amazing. So one of those there, one of the chaps that's just got one of your gifted memberships. Oh, I need to pay attention. Go away. Can't you see? I'm having a conversation. Look, you are rude. And now I've just realised I set it on hard mode. Right, okay. One of the chaps that you've... oh, did Deadman get one as well? That's amazing. I'm just trying to check the list while I read through. That's absolutely awesome. That's such a cool way. That's such a cool way of supporting the channel. Some really cool people have got... oh no, don't worry about it. Some really cool people have got some memberships there. It's worth messing a mission. Let's be honest. I wasn't exactly bossing it anyway, was I? Where's this last thing? Have I got them all? I thought I had them all. There must be one left. Where's the last one? Oh, you're joking me. There's 4 left. Right, let's get up here. So yeah, so Deadman's got one, which is awesome. One of the guys with the scary username, X-Psycho, is actually in the process of grinding his way up to level 8,000 legitimately. So just using missions and racing and that kind of stuff. And last time I checked his channel, I think he was on about level 7,500. Now bearing in mind we've all seen people glitch those sort of levels, but he's doing it for real, so that's really, really cool. Stop shooting me, it's very annoying. Right, okay, so there should be another one somewhere. Yeah, I can see why you would have liked this doing it that way, but doing it this way is highly annoying. I've got a funny feeling that the first time I did this, I actually did it with the oppressor, which is where my self-imposed rule of only using the offer cars kind of bites me in the backside a bit, because this is painful. This mission would be easy on something like that. The endlessly respawning helicopters don't help. My general level of competence, you know, it's not ideal. Where's this last one? Is that it? I think that might be it there. Yes. Right, okay, so I've got 2 left. In fact, I'm not going to get rid of that one. Right, can I get across to the other building from here? Ooh, there's one. So now I've got 1 left, which is over on that building. I am getting through some serious snacks. Goodbye. Right. I think I'm going to have to get on that other... So let's jump over here. I'm going to have to get on this other building, aren't I? Right. I'll be the first to admit this isn't the greatest demonstration of the cars, this particular mission, but it's quite cool. And I can't get up there. Will you stop respawning? My God, where do they get these people from? Rent-a-thug. Can I get over? Oh no. So, I need to get on here, don't I, somehow? Ah, a ladder. No, we don't want to go down yet. Thank you. Right. I promise I will get to use a car in a second. Right. It's going to be right up there, isn't it? Right on top. Yeah, doing Overwatch is definitely the way to do this. Where the hell is this air conditioning unit? Oh, it's there. Oh, I could have got that from the other roof. Idiot. Right.
Step 2 is a call. Get in the truck. I'll ping you a GPS for the buyer. Fair warning, these fellas are
Right.
probably going to
I'm going to try and jump across to there. Yep, that worked. And then drop down here. That worked. Right, there we go. Kill some people. Die. Kill some more people. Where are you? Where? Go away. There you go. Hi. Well, that I made that a lot harder than it needed to be. Yeah, I do hope they put some more NPC insults in, 'cause it's... I mean, you've got a feel for Menendez. How many times has Menendez been shot? They got Menendez. Oh. Okay. So there's a telegraph pole there. I'll try and drive around the next one. Mr. Cockup has come to visit Digby. He's not staying. He's not staying. He's just visiting. He wants to check on progress. Right. Come. Sorry, didn't see you there. Yeah, nearly there. Oh, that's cool. You've been spending some time in GTA 4. You're going to do the same sort of NPC videos. That will be interesting. I've got to admit, I do love GTA 4. And I may have got that GTA 3 mod. I know it was only up for about 3 days, but I managed to get hold of a copy of that. And it is so good. Just playing the original Vice City, but with the GTA 4 sort of mechanics. It really works. The only challenge really is that my PC's kind of, it's okay, but from what I've read, actually GTA 5 runs better than GTA 4 on PC. So I suppose I could consider looking at getting 5 on my PC. Yeah, no, it's you're right. That's why I'm doing it this way, because it's I've quite enjoyed the others. I'm not going to be able to do it every week, just because it'll only work while ever there's something on offer that gives you some missions to do. And when I first saw this week, I thought, ooh, it's probably not going to work. But to be honest, there are actually enough missions, and they're long enough. They're long enough to make it work. So we'll get back in the Flash. I think after that one, considering I'm right next to my agency, I think I am definitely going to need some snacks and armour, because as you saw, Mr. Cockup did come to visit and he stole all my snacks, because that's what he's like. Right, let's get up here. But yeah, it's amazing how much, as soon as you've earned the money and you don't need to grind it anymore. I mean, I've been guilty of grinding as well. That's how I've got, that's how I've earned as much as I've managed to earn over the time. But once you've got it, it does make it so much easier to go back and actually just do everything in a more enjoyable way. And as soon as you dump the oppressor and dump the vigilante, some of the missions that you were just walking through before are just so much more challenging, so much more fun. Especially for those of you on console, if you try free aim as well. I tried it last week. I do play free aim quite a lot, but I'm still getting to grips with the whole. I'm starting to sound like a racing driver, aren't I? It's surprisingly difficult to concentrate on playing and talking, so much respect for those people that can do that. But I can't. I just lose track of everything. And trying to do everything through free aim, I was just making a complete hash of everything. And I'm not saying I'm not making a hash of it now. But it's slightly less bad. Right. So let's get back over to the yacht, which is where... Oh god, no, we're not having it there.
Why now?
Love your ride, hon.
Oh, I can't move it from here. Right, okay, so... once again, I'm going to cheat, so I'm not driving all the way up there. I've set my spawn point to the yacht for this, so let's just respawn. And let's pick a car for the next mission. I'm thinking GB200. Yep, no bother, Kel. I will see you in a few minutes when you get back. I'll still be going, don't worry. I think that's now... that's either the 4th or 5th, and I think there's 6th in total. 6 in total. Cool. Right. Let us go and find Mr. Darcy. sir.
At your service. Where to next, boss? Always got something on the boil out here.
Bon voyage. I can't remember whether this is the... so let's do it hard again. And I've still not been paying attention to how much money I've been making from these. And I forgot to bank everything before I started so I could keep a track. So, GB200, Entity XF and Spectre. I'm going to try and get those in this mission, if I can. Bearing in mind, I have no idea what this mission is.
Mayday! 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 Engine down! Generators offline! Oh, shit! We got company! Unless the Coast Guard recently been fitted
Oh, I don't think I'm going to be using any cars on this mission at all.
Aircraft systems are all down, so you're our first and last line of defense. I'm getting down to the engine room.
You're dead!
Can't get far enough away from that to shoot it. Where are you? You are joking. How did that not hit? Right, there we go. Right, let's start killing people. Oh, there's one there. I think this could be a thermal kind of mission. I think it's time. And I hate to do it to you. I hate to do it to you, but I think it's time for the Triad outfit.
Fuck you!
Haha!
Not again! Get into some cover! Jesus! I'm taking you down! Joseph!
You don't want to be coming onto my yacht causing a ruckus. It's just so unnecessary. Could have phoned, we could have had a chat. So many other much more pleasant ways we could have dealt with this. But no, you had to blow my yacht up.
Come on then!
Is this our old friends? Oh, we really put our tundra in the hornet's nest with these fellas, eh?
Right. Ah. How are you getting up there when I've already cleared that out? There's some more around there as well. Oh, he's dropping them, isn't he? You helicopter dudes are a pest. Right, let's get round here. Let's get some health. Good night. Right, you can sit down. Thank you.
Give me more time! As soon as I restore power, these bastards are toast!
Oh great, more helicopters. This is me trying to snipe again. No, don't try and snipe in the sea. It's just... it's not... yeah, it's not going to work for me, is it? Did he just shoot himself? I think he might have. Oh, no, that was a bit excessive. There's another one there. You're joking, how did that not hit? You can see I'm struggling to concentrate now. Right. Come on. Can't be many of you left. There really can't be many of you left. Gone. There we go. Oh, you're joking. More boats? More boats? Really? More boats? Can't believe that last boat guy actually just pushed his mate out as soon as he got shot. Oh my god, these are a pain to hit. That makes it easier. With helicopters, it's always best just to shoot the pilot. Yeah, that's just what I was thinking, Brendan. Come on, there can't be... you are absolutely kidding me. There cannot be any more. Where's that other helicopter? Ah, if I get here, I can get those guys when they're coming down. Yeah, if you want to hurry up, Brendan, that'd be absolutely awesome. Right, a few more boats and we're good. Right, what have we got? We've got 2 more boats and 1 more dude, and then we're good. 1 boat. In fact, I can take the goddamn thermal off at last now. Oh no, another boat. Right, last guy, where are you? Where are you? I'm impressed I managed to do this without falling off the ship. Dead. Thank you.
I bet you wish you spent more quality time with Captain Brendan out here on the Peacefire
So, yeah, not the best demonstration of a car I've ever done. Kind of difficult to demonstrate a car in a mission that's solely based on a yacht. So I will process that feedback. And I think we should now be on to the last one, I believe. If it ever loads. No, you're right, Digby. Not that wasn't my finest showcase ever. Although, to be fair, it's probably not my worst. Where have we spawned? Actually, it doesn't really matter. So, now I can't remember if that is all of them, and I know it's showing I've only done 4 out of 6 on hard mode, and that's because I forgot to set one of them to hard mode. And that makes me an idiot. Right, so let's go for what's one of the others that you might want to be buying. Let's go for the Autark. I can't not use the Autark because of all of them. If you're only buying one car and you want a fast car, this has got to be the one to go for this week.
You calling for some wheels? I'm
And
Johnny on the
that
spot.
is-
I'll hook you up.
It should be in my Eclipse Boulevard garage, I think. Or is it in... Yes, it's there.
I'll bring it by. Aight, I'll get back to work.
Right, so this time I will drive to my yacht. Because I want to go there in this car, just in case I have actually done all the missions. I can't remember whether that's all of them or whether there's still one left. But this car is absolutely worth buying. It's one of those that has just a fabulous startup sound. It's also really well balanced, but it's also quick. A lot of the cars, when I say they're really well balanced, what that means is they're fun to drive, but they're not necessarily all that quick, whereas this one is also ridiculously quick. Of all of these kind of style of cars, I think this is my favourite, even though it does have a face only a mother could love, unfortunately. And do you know what, Digby? I can't blame you. If you're only buying one, it's going to be the Dynasty. I can't really say anything about that because I've already got the Dynasty. But the question is, are you doing Oliver? Or do you have some other plans for it? That's what I need to know. This session's sounding a bit lively now. I've got to admit, I've done well. We're 2 hours 43 into this stream. All been in public sessions. We've got a bright red player there. And I've not had anyone go for me once. Can't I? You're doing an Oliver too. I can't say I blame you. I really struggled with the yellow. And I know we get too hung up on these things, but the actual car from the show is a really pale yellow, but it's like completely matte, obviously, because it's been sat in Africa its whole life. And I couldn't get anything right. That's why I ended up going for that kind of bronze thing. I thought I might just make it over there. Tell you what, let's leave that there. And let's head over here and see if that is all of them done. Service vehicles, Cosat car. Dingy. Oliver. Right. Let's head back over here. You do Oliver in any game you can have him. I can't say I blame you. It is a cool car. But do you know what? I've driven a lot of old cars like that, and I can tell you one thing. I bet it drives like an absolute dog, you know. It'll be drum brakes all round, so it won't stop. It'll have no power. Oh my god. Why can't I get on the goddamn... Go up the stairs. Go up the stairs. Well done. Yeah, I mean, I've got to admit, I can't remember when I did my that Top Gear video. It's probably getting on for 2 years ago. And I really struggled to get a yellow that was good enough. D-Day. Ah, no, there is one more. There we go. So this must be the last one. So I'm going to get to use the autark, hopefully. As long as this doesn't take place entirely on the yacht, we'll be able to use the autark, the Entity XF, I think, and the GB200. I'll try and get those 3 in. But let's just see what this mission is going to throw at us. Come on. And I am going to listen to the instructions this time. You see, that's why you choose this as a spawn point, because look at that. That is nice. Well, that's a good sign. I'm getting out near the helicopter.
Far as it's been, let's say we put this rivalry to bed. The head honcho of that money laundering outfit we've been scrapping with is on some mega secure yacht not far from here. And I found us a sub we can use to dip under his defences. Head over there and get it. We're going down under, so to speak.
So it's entirely submarine based. Okay. So it turns out the last mission is not going to be a great show of cars either. Shame we can't get the Lotus because you do all 3 of the Africa cars. Oh, sorry, right, okay, so the Africa ones were... It was the Mercedes, Oliver and Jeremy had... That was the Lancia, wasn't it? I went for... So for that one, I did the Michele GT, which isn't quite... It's close enough. I know he had a Lancia for that one. The Michele GT is definitely close enough. But you can get the Lotus from the Amazon one. No, the Patagonia. You can get the Patagonia Lotus. That's the Ardent. And it's one of the best replicas. It really is. Lancia, so... Oh, yeah. So, for the Lancia, yeah, go for the Michele GT. It's not quite right, but do you know what? It's not a million miles off. Oh, Dive deeper to avoid the yacht's defences. How deep is deep? Am I deep yet? Am I deep yet? I'm quite deep. How bloody deep do you want me to go? Oh, hull. Well, you said dive deeper. So it tells you to dive deeper, so you dive deeper and it says, oh, there's a problem with your hull. Depth, so do I need to be deeper? Alright, okay, there we go. Did I ever do the Lotus Hull? I didn't actually. I really should do.
Imagine the look on all your rich pals' faces when you tell them this is how you spend your time. Most of them just use
That's the
the
car
yachts
I'd
for
like
sex
to see in the game actually, you know, the Lotus Sunbeam.
money. At captain's
I know we're
discretion,
both
always
holding out for the Lotus Carlton, we know that's not going to happen. But the Lotus Sunbeam could. It's kind of in that, it's right in that sort of weird range that Rockstar seem to like. So yeah, here's a review of the Kraken then, I guess. It's a tiny submarine and it's rubbish. Look at it. Stupid. Not that I'm bitter at not being able to play with my cars. Ah, do you know, I actually do remember this now, because I remember it being a pain to get to the yacht without without getting too high. Go down, 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 down. Get off the rock. There you go. Yes, I do remember this now, because you have to go right around the houses, because there's only one route in. Because what they've cleverly done is they've put the yacht in a bit of a... almost like a concave bit of the ocean floor, so you have to go up and over ridges to get to it. But there is a route, I think, if you drive around for long enough. Drive? Oh, a princess. Do you know what? I would take the Princess, but I'd much rather have an SD1. If they gave us a Rover SD1, they could have all of the, what have I got? 354 million at the moment. They can have it all for an SD1. And they can have it all for a quicker route to get to this stupid yacht. If the yacht detects me, do I fail? Can anyone remember if the yacht detects me, do I fail this mission? Because I've got to admit, watching an idiot drive a very slow submarine around a very slow yacht in circles is not the most gripping content. Can I get over here? I'm just gonna go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Go, go, go. Get over the top and then dive. Dive, 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 dive. Dive, you fool, dive. Stupid thing. Stupid. Oh, you do die. Oh my god, right, okay. So, oh.
They go low, we go even lower. By the look of the radar, you're good to surface. Stay close to the yacht. As soon as he's dead, get out of there. Believe me, you don't want to stick around this crime scene.
Get on the yacht. 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 Right, because I don't know if they've seen me. I'm going to go suppressor. See if I can get a few by surprise. Ooh, this is almost working. Oh, I accidentally killed the boss.
From the likes of you. Best of all, that bastard had a bounty on his head. What do you say? Do our civic duty and collect it?
Right. Oh, what did he just say? Leave the area. Happily. Gladly. Is there a helicopter? Is there a helicopter to leave the area in? Because I do not fancy... No, there isn't, because that's the helipad. You didn't even give me a helicopter, you absolute... What sort of tightwad buys a yacht but doesn't have a helicopter? Right, let's have a look. What we got? Let's have the rib. I'll take the rib. I'm leaving the area. In fact, let's get up here and leave the area in a car if we can. Oh no, we can't. Right, 64,000. So how many cars did we get through there? So we did the Weevil, the Dynasty, the Super Diamond and the Frontier. We did the Vito, the GT500, the Cheetah, the Flash GT and the Autark. So from those that are left over, the Entity XF, worth buying if you're collecting. In terms of a car, it's not the best of the entities, but it is the original Koenigsegg, and if you're of a certain age as I am, that will be the first Koenigsegg you remember seeing. So based on that, it's worth having. The GB200 is based on the Ford RS200, which was their entry into the Group B rally cars, and it was just fabulous, and it's a really, really cool car. That's another one that's definitely worth it. So there are actually... oh yeah, you're right. The where is that? That's not even up. Oh, there we are. JB700. The Aston DB45. I'm never quite sure which one that's based on. So there are quite a few that are worth buying. I would say if you want a fast car, go for the Autark. If you want something to loon about the city, go for the Flash GT. If you want something that drives beautifully, just go for the Cheetah. If you want a bit of fun in the snow, GB200. The GT500 is just really, really good for a classic. The Blackfin is amazing for a classic as well. It's been kind of usurped, though, almost by the new Coquette D1, which is based on a similar sort of generation of Corvette, and it's actually it looks a bit better. It's got better customization. It drives a bit better. So if you've already got the D1, there's probably no point buying the Blackfin, but if you just collect it again, it's worth having. The Spectre's a cool one. I'll probably have to do a review on the Spectre because that is another Benny's vehicle. So it's a decent car in its own right, but then you can wheel it into Benny's and put a wide body kit on. The Euros, it's just crap, don't bother. The Drifty Yosemite, I think, has a certain coolness about it. I originally bought mine from the LS Car Meet from someone who glitched F1s on it, because I thought maybe that might be the only car that can carry off the glitched F1 look. And I got it, and it was like, no, they need to come off. But it still has a certain coolness about it. So that's that. So that's all of them covered. That's all of the missions done. So thanks to everyone for joining. We've just hit 3 hours, and yeah, I'm getting up for work in a minute, so I think it's time for me to head off to bed. Thanks to all of you for joining. I will get some reviews out this week. What I'm going to try and do, I think I'll look at the Spectre, the Blackfin could do with a review, and then probably the JB700. I don't think I've ever done that. That's probably worth one. So I will get some reviews. Oh, and the Hot Ring Sabre, definitely. And I'll do an across the map in the Frontier, because I want to see how the Frontier actually does in the across the map anyway, because I think it will probably do quite well. A bit slow, but I bet it's going to be good as soon as you take it off the road. So thanks to everyone for joining. Kel, thanks so much for those gifted subs. It's absolutely amazing. They've all gone to some really cool people as well, so that's really, really nice. And it's nice for me as well, because I didn't know how the gifted sub thing works, and what I think it must obviously do is take people from your subscriber list and just allocate them at random. So there's no I get notified at the same time as you, so I don't know where they're going. I see that it's happened, and then I get a list of who they've gone to. And that's such a cool way of doing it. Thank you so much. Really, really, really happy with that. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hopefully we'll get a decent offer week next week, and I'll be able to do something similar. If not, we'll try and get a race session together for you. So on that note, all of you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon.